Okay.
Now, what has happened to the winner of the last one, 2015 winner?
15. Well, he's it's a group that won, but we have an individual within the group that is that stands out the most. We had a discussion that what we should have done, looking forward to the next visit, we're not going to come alone. Preferably we'll come with
one of
the winners, one or two, so you could actually engage them and talk to them. So you can hear directly to say, tell us what has changed in your life. Because one of the things that is very critical for us is, it's not enough to win. How do we manage your success?
Winning is just the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just a start. And it's just a tip of the lot of things that has to take place afterwards. So hopefully against our future visit, we'll bring them around.
Although there's a cash prize attraction actually, so like for Shift 2016, you know, the star prize is ₦1 million. And you know what that means in the Nigeria of today. So we give the 1 million, but it doesn't end here actually. So we still create platforms for the winners, and we try to manage their challenges.
Oh, what are you concerned about the fact that some people start out singing in church on the platform that God has created, and then they pull out to go on to the secular stage? What are you? How's that concerning you?
Yeah, that's why Shift does not end with the one-day event actually. So we're very concerned about, okay, let's create a platform for these young people, and then you try to see how you manage them through life. We try to infuse in some godly virtues, some, you know, that some the fear of God, instilling some godly virtues, so that at the end of the day, we don't just empower these people and lose them to.
There is a talent management part of Shift, which is to validate what your question, because the idea is, understandably, if you give a young man who has never handled 100,000 naira,
Give him 1 million,
you give him 1 million.
He goes
That's it,
wild.
yeah.
I mean, yes, the propensity is too high.
Yeah.
So the idea is to have a talent management system in place, not just the godly values, but character development. Because you find that in a scenario where a young man comes to the limelight, he believes the whole world belongs to him and the world owes him everything. And we cannot afford that to happen. What has happened to those who started from church and have moved onto other elements? It's a different kettle of fish. It's a long story. Half of the world-class celebrities globally started from the church, but they did not stay in the church. It's a subject of
yeah. But
interesting
that's going to be part of the shift anyway. So we're going to try and reverse
that trend.
We are shifting
shift that
people
paradigm,
back
and then ensure that there can even be, you know, an inflow from those who have actually, you know, left, you know, their first love, if we can say that, and those who are going to be getting to, you know, get attracted to this love. So ultimately, it's going to be having, you know, everybody being shifted. So if you have, if they've been shifted out of the church, we shift them back.
Shift them back. Okay.
If they are here to shift to the church, we shift them into the church.
Okay. I assume that every year there are more contestants taking part.
Yes.
Yes.
Last year, okay, let's not talk about that. I mean, but how many contestants are you expecting this year?
Okay, quickly, what is happening is that I think in the last 2 weeks we had the first set of auditions, and that happened in 9 centers in Lagos.
Across Lagos.
Across Lagos, length and breadth of Lagos.
Lagos, yeah.
Simultaneously as well. And so we're going to have yet another set of auditioning on Saturday. So averagely we probably will
Next
have
Saturday, this Saturday.
sorry, Sunday on the 1st of October, the 1st of May. So what would happen is we're going to have maybe a rough estimate of close to about 2,000 people on the rough that will be auditioned, but the people that would eventually win
Perform.
will be the performances would, you know, we're going to audition and then be able to sift, you know, like the, let's say the best 20,
Okay.
and then out of the best 20 we're going to have winners emerge from the different categories eventually. But the truth is, I mean, the talents abound. In one of the centers we had a young man, and then we were like exchanging notes to see who was the youngest, you know, talent that was showcasing, auditioning. We had a young boy of about 19, and he plays the saxophone like any of Pastor Kunle Ajayi or anyone else. And he's 9. He plays 9 years old.
I thought you said 19.
No, 9 years old.
9.
9 years old, yeah.
Wow.
So
What are are there categories? He said something.
Oh
about
yes, there are categories. There are categories.
What are the
we have music,
Music.
we have dance, we have comedy. We've had persons come to the auditions for spoken word and public speaking.
Okay, you see, public speaking.
See?
So I have a chance.
Well, you see, you always have a chance, but there is a dimension to that. one of the signatures of Shift is that there are certain parts of Lagos that you go to, or there are certain locales, not to be stereotypical. You walk up to a bus park in Ojolegba, and you see a young man who rhymes with calling you into his bus. He's calling you to come board the bus, but his communication is a rhyme. Do you understand? And he's speaking a fusion of Pidgin, English, and Yoruba. And you're like, that's spoken word. And someone said, no, spoken word is very spiritual. That's not spoken word. So, but because the idea is you must be that rough.
Communicating.
Yes, you must communicate, and you must be very rough. Not the finesse, Harvard, PhD, Yale kind of person.
Rough and raw.
Rough and raw, yes.
We want the raw talent.
So we can be able to show your before
process it,
And
and
after.
your after.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
do
all
that
right.
on the after page. yeah.
So, those are the criteria. Should you be interested in shifting next week Sunday at the cricket pitch?
Yes.
The 1st of May.
Wait,
First
that-
of May.
that's another audition, or that's the final?
No, we're having the final audition that Sunday morning by
Okay.
7 a.m. That will be the final audition
We'll have
before
persons coming
the
before
event
the
starts by
main
1
conference
p.m.
audition.
Okay, which is in the evening on the 1st of
No,
May.
1 p.m. The
1
main
p.m.,
event
yes.
starts 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
Cricket pitch, Tafawa Balewa Square.
Lagos,
So if you
Nigeria.
want, as Alera said, you want to shift
From nothing to something.
shift to better grounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be at the cricket pitch on the 1st of May 2016. And you could be the one that walk away with a million
At
naira
7 a.m. for the auditions.
for the audition. And then at 1 p.m. for the main thing.
The
You could
mega
walk away
event,
with
yeah.
1 million naira and an assurance that you have a management team that will create the platforms you need
For expression.
to get you to express yourself and get to where you need to go to. Thank you so much, Biodun Famojiro.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Jacob Obaro
Thank you.
and Lanre Oyebola. Thank you all for coming and shifting us to where we locate our talent. Alero, you still have talent. You can get
Definitely.
it, you can get it polished and get to that place. We'll be back shortly. Don't go away.